It's Victor, and let's make a quick video about the product lifecycle and the big picture. And so the reason I want to make this video is because it's really common that a lot of Amazon sellers don't really realize the big picture of the product lifecycle. And if you don't see the big picture, it's really difficult to kind of keep yourself organized and effective during these cycles. So let's go into that. So the big picture of the product lifecycle. So the first step when we want to release a product is, of course, research development. And the purpose of research development is to release and ship profitable and more valuable than competitors' products. And so the basic steps in there are: the main KPI is speed. You find opportunity, you check patterns, then you research profitability. By the way, I think these are the correct orders. You need to do those things. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense to speak with suppliers if the product has a patent, right? And of course, you define budget. How much can you spend on this product opportunity? That's super important, so don't forget that. So you order samples, you analyze them, you do the deep research. By the way, in deep research, I mean the product blueprint, where actually your whole tactic can change. So it means that the product can become more or less profitable because you see that you need to add more value. And when creating your X factor, maybe adding more quantities for the same price, or adding some additional product, or creating even like inserts or packaging, can actually increase the cost of the product. And you need to reevaluate the whole opportunity again. And so we run inspection and, of course, shipping. So the time for this is usually, it depends on the product, but I strongly suggest you don't spend more than 60 days. Try to target those suppliers who have already stock, so it's going to be faster and easier. So the second cycle is listing preparation. So the purpose of this cycle is to create highly attractive and converting listings. And so the basic main KPI is conversion rate, and the other KPI is click-through rate. If you don't know what those are, please just Google it. Keyword research is the first step, right? You need to find good selling keywords for your product, the most relevant and the highly searched. And of course, you need to determine your target audience. By this, I mean you do the product blueprint. You look into the product blueprint again and just make sure you understand who is buying your product, what fears they have, what desires they have, because most people just always read negative reviews, and you need to understand that. So you can avoid with your listing images and copy and explain that your product doesn't have them. And by the way, in previous research development, you already have to eliminate those problems, and you have to already know these problems before you even release the product. And so you have to create your unique offer, like how do you stand out from the crowd, and how do you actually present your product as more valuable than other guys on the market. Otherwise, you don't have a chance. And so you have to create great images, and don't forget your main image is the most important image from your listing, because the main image defines clicks, and if you don't get a click, you cannot rank and you cannot get sale. So make sure you watch the main image and really create something extraordinary. You create listing copy, description EBC, coupon stack, questions and answers. It's pretty basic listing creation, like 7 days maximum. So the next, and of course, you start getting reviews. And if you have people already giving you reviews, then you should not take more than 7 days to get initial 10 reviews. All right, so step number 3, launch. And you know what? I don't know any guy so far who has done this in this particular order, or who has even done in such a specific way as I'm gonna explain you. Because for most of the Amazon sellers, launching and ranking, this all kind of like shady, like gray area, they're kind of like doing something, I don't know, I haven't heard that somebody's doing really systematically as we do. So please keep in mind, this is gonna be really valuable for you. So the purpose of launch is gathering information. And let me explain why. So the main KPI is basically like an ads performance. And so you should advertise on as many keywords as possible in all types of matches, like automatic, broad, phrase, exact. You don't care about money. You try to do those advertising on as many keywords as possible. If you can, of course, watch the spending. If it goes out of control, limit that. But point of the launch is to gather information. And so you can run a light giveaways, and that's really good one, because if you have a lot of keywords, a lot of main keywords, a lot of really important keywords, then just getting few sales on them will actually activate some ads and will create ads, or ads in Amazon ads will be so much more effective. And so time, it's 15 to 30 days. The more you can spend there, it's better, but if your product doesn't get traction, then it's definitely 30 days. Some products get immediately traction, some products don't. So it's up to 15 to 30 days. So you gather information. So what now? You do the product evaluation. And so let's take a look at what is this product evaluation and why are we doing this now. So this is so critical step, because so far we are imagining that our product is first good looking, it has good quality. We are imagining that these are the main keywords. We think that our main image is great. We think that our other images are great. We think we're thinking like this all is like our perception of things. So it's not really the fact so far. So now when we have information from the launch, we are gathering facts. So we are going to open the search term report, and we're going to evaluate listing quality and direction. So let's get to that. There's a lot of metrics, but basically it's about getting down the numbers. And so first of all, you want to know how much money you spent. Of course, you want to know how much time you spent, how much average sales you're doing per day now after launch, right? Average sales from ads, average daily sessions, average daily conversion rate, average daily gross profit, monthly profit, search. And now you want to open search term report, and you're going to look at the specific keywords, specific main keywords, and also you're going to look at the other keywords which are generating you good click-through rate and conversion. And so you also will determine where are you ranking on these keywords after launch. A pretty common thing is that you're not ranking almost anywhere, or especially if your listing is, sucks. And so that's why we want to now determine those specific keywords that are most important for our product and reevaluate the whole strategy for these keywords. So if we have like a main keywords and we can see that we have low click-through rate, low conversion on these specific keywords, so what does this mean? It means that we need to decide, are we going to do this listing optimization cycle, or are we going to do the ranking cycle? It basically means that if you're your after launch information we gather will determine to the which cycle the product goes. Are you going to recreate main images or images? Are you going to recreate bullets? Maybe you're going to go more specific. But anyway, the point of this is that now you have to understand how well your listing is made. So low click-through rate, low conversion on your main keywords, the best keywords, the most relevant keywords, means that you will not be able to rank there. Even if you rank there, you probably will fall back to the second or third or fifth page because your product is just not getting engagement. And so that's what the search term report is all about. It's engagement on specific areas where now you want to start optimizing, or you want to start ranking there. So step number 4, listing optimization. This happens when your listing click-through rate and conversions are low. So it's going to be like the purpose of this is increase click-through rate and conversion rate on specific keywords. And so the main KPI for this is click-through rate and conversion on specific keywords that we can determine. Maybe it's 1, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 5. It's up to you. So choose your keywords, revisit product blueprint, narrow down on target customer demographics, who is buying, why they buy, what are the fears are about related to the product, what the desires are, and now try to figure out how can you bring them up, like how can you really show those things to the customers, so when they come from visiting those bad reviews from your competitors and jump on your listing, they will basically feel that, wow, that's so cool, these guys don't have that, right? So again, main image is the click-through rate. If your main image is the most important thing, if you don't get it right, you have a really low click-through rate. Other images are basically the conversion. Keyword optimization, again, make sure your keywords where you're getting traction from the search term report, make sure that these keywords are indexed in the headline. You really are relevant for this, and you're telling Amazon, I'm relevant for these keywords. So again, your review optimization, maybe you need more reviews, maybe you need to improve reviews, maybe you need picture reviews, video reviews, whatever. I mean, review optimization is also can tremendous impact. And of course, your pricing strategy, maybe you're gonna go with a lower price now and then just raise it by time when you do the good rankings. But anyway, don't play around with the price a lot because Amazon doesn't like it. And of course, video and DBC. Time spent 7 days. Don't spend more time. It's a guessing. You're gonna do some new guessing here. So just wrap up some better listing that you think that you can do better, and let's go to see what the ads and the search term report we're gonna say again. All right, so let's say you have now good listing with click-through rate and conversion rate on these main keywords, and you know what, you never feel that they're good enough, so don't worry about that. You just need to make a decision sooner or later. Are you going to rank and run giveaways, because giveaways are expensive stuff, you know, and so you don't want to spend money if you don't know that you're really going to stick somewhere, right? So ranking is, the purpose is that you get your product to the top 5 on the specific keyword or specific keywords, depends how much money you can spend, of course. And the main KPI is rank on major keywords. And of course, we are using Cerebro method. We run giveaways and super URLs. By the way, there's different kinds of super URLs. So there's new ones. We are using the super URL that has our brand name, keyword, and every time somebody clicks it, it generates a new timestamp QID code. So that is the super URL. It's equivalent for people who are searching your product in Amazon, scrolling to the page, blah, blah, and buying and clicking your product. Yes. And what else? When we do the ranking, we have chosen those specific keywords. Now what happens is that we have to really go aggressive on these keywords, because we are running giveaways on these keywords, and now we also want to do aggressive targeting on ads on these keywords. I definitely would, if you're a beginner, I definitely would suggest you're going to just choose one keyword so you get as fast as possible to the organic sales, and don't complicate this with many keywords. Run really aggressive ads on Amazon ads, like with the one keyword, and also run the giveaways on this keyword and run them at least 8 to 10 days. And the time spent 14 days. Budget, money spent, how much money you can spend. And so at the beginning of research development, we already made a budget. So you need to keep in mind that you don't overspend your budget. Otherwise, the whole thing from the beginning has been lost your purpose, right? So you need to kind of like see and evaluate where you're spending, how much you spend before you even go to the giveaways, for instance, and before you go to the Amazon targeting, aggressive ads on Amazon. So you have to keep an eye on the budget all the time. So again, product evaluation. Amazon, just want to say that Amazon wants to make money. So products who get good click-through rate and good conversion will be ranked high on these keywords. So just keep this in mind, right? And so your tasks are basically start creating checklists of cycles, like I just presented to you. Measure every step, cost and time. Create evaluation after every cycle as possible, just using search term report, and be specific on where do you want to rank and where are you actually ranking and where are you getting traction from click-through rates and conversion rate, right? And run cycles again, maybe optimization cycle again, the ranking cycle again, but keep in mind that you keep your eye on numbers, and especially how much you have spent and how much money the product is bringing you back and how fast. And so compare evaluations after every cycle. That's so important. Let's say you're going to put on ranking cycle $2,000. So you want to know, so what's happened? Look, what did you get for this $2,000, right? Or let's say you wrap up the new listing with listing optimization. You're going to spend $500. You want to do another evaluation and understand, okay, so why did you pay that? Like, how much more are you actually earning per day now, right? So that's how it goes, and that is also the reason, if you're selling on Amazon, we are speaking about that kind of stuff in the insiders, and we are more specific. We are going to show more specifically. We're going to teach the system, tools, everything. So if you're selling on Amazon, if you like this video, right now insiders is open. Just you're welcome, and you can quit anytime. Thank you.